So small, watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. my troubles to rest. Blow the smoke through my cigarette. City lights looking fine, and I know this is my time now. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No
Attention.
one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Look at the beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. If I had the chance, I'd probably break free. I could have my ways and I could let it be. I could do what I want, but it's just an illusion, illusion. Yeah, I sometimes feel like I can grow up. I'm drinking beer right out my coffee cup. I wanna do what I want, it's just an illusion, illusion. Try to come around, but I know it's gonna take a while. So what, I wanna hang with my friends. So what, I wanna go out again. So what, I wanna write you a song. It's not my fault that you can't sing along. I try to keep it cool anyways. I try to stay away from mistakes. I'm making my way and I'm good on my own. Skipping the show cause it's all that I know. It goes like we're singing. It goes like, I guess it's been a while since I was told last. I can be like this and I can be like that. I guess my time's run out. It's just confusion, confusion. Yeah. Have you ever felt like you was on display? Every word you said just had to be explained. I guess my time's run out. It's just confusion, confusion.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Jason Brown here, and welcome to Money Mondays. We are live, unless you are, of course, watching the replay. And today we're going to be taking you behind the scenes and walking you through, or giving you an inside look into Power Trades University. So if you guys always hear me talk about Power Trades University, our trading platform, education, coaching, community, everything that we have built and teach and train, and where I share my trades and all that good stuff. We're going to be sharing that with you inside of Power Trades University today. And just give me a second. For whatever reason, I can't see your comments, and that's gonna bug me if I can't see your comments. So let me figure out why I can't see your comments and bring them up on the screen, because that is going to bug me if I can't see them. And then we're going to get into the reasons why most people don't get started in the stock market, the reason why most people fail. And with breaking down those reasons, we're going to show you how we overcome that with Power Trades University. So that's our goal, is to show you like what we've put together and what we've built as a platform to help you overcome that. So do me a favor. There's always technical difficulties when you go live, but we just roll with them. So let's do this while I fix bringing up your comments, because I want to be able to see your comments while we're live or doing the replay. Let me know one of the biggest reasons or fears for getting started in the stock market. All right. So don't say, oh, because I don't have any money. Right. But I mean, let me know in the comments what's stopping you from getting started. It's like, I don't have a place to ask questions. I don't understand the stock market. I don't understand options. I'm afraid to lose money. So let me know, put that in the comments while I work on pulling your comments up. And then I want to read some of those live. And then again, we're going to transition over into showing you the back end of Power Trades University. So I'll give you some, as they say in school, some writing music, and then we'll pull that up.
I've been feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me. No, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me. No, nothing can break me. I wanna drive a faster car. Lay my troubles to rest. Blow the smoke through my cigarette. City lights looking fine, and I know this is my time now. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No.
All right. Thank you guys so much for your patience. It was just going to bug me if I couldn't figure out how to pull up your comments. So my man Tyler is in the building and says, good morning, Swift T. Excited to be here. So awesome. So we we figured it out, and man, that was bugging me so hard. So let's talk about some of these. Dale Carrington said, not having all the information to make an educated decision is one of the things that stops him from making, getting into the stock market. GM says not knowing how to trade options or shares is one of the things that either is confusing or stops him from getting into the stock market. Antonio, I think I'm saying that right. Antonio, holding me back is selecting the right platform with confidence as a beginner trader. Tyler says, starting out, trying to find options that I can actually afford. Okay, that's fair enough. And Young Wisdom says, I don't understand stocks at all. And then We Built America Proud says, feeling like the stock market is rigged and not for me, but other people have assumed this. Lagoog says, reading charts correctly. So awesome. Thanks for playing along with me and being a good sport while I was getting those comments pulled up. I always like to interact with you guys, especially while we're live, and see what you're talking about. So let me pull this up, and then let me talk about what I see as the reasons why most people don't get involved. And I'm going to walk you through the back end and show you how we can help alleviate that. So I know I'm showing you a sneak preview, but let me drag this up here and boom, make this bigger. And you should, there we go. All right, reasons why people don't get involved. I'm gonna pull it down below here so it looks, we just gotta minimize it just slightly. And that's what I love about going live is like, if you were a newscaster or anchor, like anything can happen or go wrong, and you just got to roll with it. But here's what I wanted to bring up and show you guys. All right. So most people don't get started in the stock market because they don't understand the stock market, which some of you have already alluded to. All right. The other reason most people don't get started is because they don't understand how to read charts. And I can't tell you how important a chart is to read. Can you just imagine if the weatherman tried to give you the weather or the forecast every day without looking at a chart, without looking at all the tools that they use to determine if a storm is coming in or a tornado is coming in or something? Can you just imagine? They probably wouldn't be that effective of a weatherman. And that's what most people do when they don't know how to read charts. They're just guessing. It's time to buy Apple. It's time to buy Tesla. And they actually don't know what they're talking about. And I forget who said it, but someone said feeling like the stock market is rigged. I think it was We Built America. Here, I'll pop that back up. He said feeling like the stock market is rigged. You feel like it's rigged when you don't know how to read charts and how to make decisions, right? And then when to buy and when to sell, right? I got in the trade. I watched it go all the way up and I watched it come all the way down, right? So not knowing when to get in, when to get out, not knowing the strategies to minimize your risk, not knowing how or when to enter and exit, and not having a place to ask questions. That's a big one for most people, right? It's like, I opened this trading account. I bought some stock, but now what do I do? What do I do now that it's turned against me? What happens? What decisions do I make now that I'm in the trade? And so that's what we want to help you alleviate here at Power Trades University. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's switch on over, pull up the platform, and let's get this thing started. All right. Well, it's already started, but let's keep the party going. So what you should see here, and I'm going to make it a little smaller just so that my head is not in the way. All right, boom. So what you'll see behind me is the entire university, right? So this is what we call Power Trades University. And I want to walk you through how methodically we thought about everything and how we thought about it so that you, the customer, you, the trader, is first in mind. Actually, I'm going to make it bigger. I like when it's full screen. I think you can see everything. I'll scroll up so you can see where my head may be blocking. So let's talk about this first tab or first row. So this is going to be your home tab. We have courses, which we'll walk through. We got newsfeed. We have our calendar. We have our trade tracker, and this is obviously where you can submit a support ticket. So there's a couple different ways you can access courses. You can actually scroll right down and go into the courses, or you can actually just click the course tab, and then you'll see the sub courses underneath. Now, when you click the course tab, it'll bring you into all of the courses that we have here. So I'm going to just go back. I'm going to take you into the courses because one young man made a comment and he said, man, I bought this other guy's course. And he was like, man, I was disappointed. The biggest mistake I ever made. So I'm going to walk you through the courses. I'm going to walk you through how we help you, walk you through the platform, everything. So inside the course, we'll come back to introduce yourself. So let's click on the foundations course, okay? So we're going to walk you through the stock market, fundamental analysis, technical analysis, the three most common stock trends. Now, what I love about what we did is it doesn't just stop here. If you click into it, Then each module has a sub module where we're breaking down tickers, symbols, the sectors, industries, ETFs, indexes, free resources. We're going to break down brokers, exchanges and terminology, then free resources and everything. So what I decided to do to give you an example of the quality of the videos and how we do, I actually want to go in and maybe just play the first module of each course. Okay. So I'm going to click on this. And just to show you, because some people are asking, is it video? Is it PDF? Is it handouts? It's everything. All right. So we're going to walk you through and show you the first module just a little bit. I'm not going to play all 18 minutes. All right, so here we are at Module 1, Stock Market Basics. I'm going to walk you through a few different things here. So we're going to talk about what is the stock market. We're going to break it down. Ticker symbols. We're going to walk through what are those crazy letters and numbers that you see on those screens that are floating by. I'm also going to break down sectors and industry, which is one of my favorite portions to break down, and you'll see why here soon. We're going to walk you through indexes and ETFs, and then we're going to talk to you about what a broker is. I know some people are like, do I need somebody I have to call on the phone to place my trades for me? And I'm going to show you the difference between the old school way of trading stocks and options and then the new school way of trading stocks and options. So let's dive into it. So first, the stock market. All right, so that just gives you an example of the video quality, everything that we have there. So one of the things that people say, well, can I ask a question? Or what if there's some question I have? So below each video, you can actually post your questions below each video. So if you're watching a module and there's just something you don't understand, you can see there's pages of questions here. You can post your question right below the video or right below the module if there's something that you don't understand. And that's for all of these, videos and modules. All right. So we don't just leave you hanging. We give you a place so that you can ask your question. So if you don't understand how to read stock charts, we're breaking all that down in this. We're going to break down the 3 most common trends. We're going to break down how to read them, how to set up your charts, how to set up your candlesticks, everything. We have a complete training where we're going to break down how to open your stock trading accounts, watch lists, everything, how to practice trade, all of our preferences of what we desire or what we believe is the best to use. And then under each module, what you're also going to see is bonus material. Okay. So we'll give you like our trade ticket, which is like a PDF that you can fill out. And under here, we'll also have a video resource that walks you through how to fill out the trade ticket. So you know exactly before you make any trade, what you should be looking for, what boxes should be checked off before you buy, before you sell, whatever the case may be. It's a complete video walkthrough of that. There's a $1 million spreadsheet. So this is a whole video and course about how to make $1 million in 5 years from the market. You'll have access to that spreadsheet. We'll walk you through what that looks like and how that whole thing works. So everything is really here for the taking. You'll go into PDFs. So let me just give you an example of a PDF, just so you're not like, I don't know. If you've ever downloaded any of our PDF, we don't typically skimp out. So I'm going to click on this one. I'm going to download it. So like we really break down this stuff for you and we go really in depth. So if there's something you need to, the charts, the rules, all of that stuff, the step-by-step trade ticket, all of that's in here. You can see George says, I really appreciate the trade ticket. Forces me to keep a record of all my processes that I took with the trade. And then I can transfer that information to my trading journal. Thanks. These tools are very helpful for practice. Thank you. We're just about to purchase the options course. Excited about our 5-year plan. So you can obviously see people leave their comments down there below that. So we really just thought about everything. Before I go into the next course, well, no, let's keep going with the courses. Then we'll talk about introduce yourself and some of the other platforms. So in the next course, we got the options explained piece. We're really going to break down options, all the components, in the money, out of the money, at the money, the strategies, the put option strategies. We even have an entire course dedicated to the Greek. So beta, delta, theta, gamma, rho, the resources. And we're actually getting ready to release 2.0. And then we have an entire strategy session. We got the bonus PDF downloads here for you. So once this loads up, oh, our images are broken, but that's okay. We'll fix that. We just did an update on the system, so these images may not be loading, but all the PDFs and images that you're going to need. But let me, again, I want to probably play you a sample from this. So let's take in the money call options. Let's go ahead and we'll do a sample from here, I guess. And by the way, we walk you through all the math, everything.
In this module, we're going to cover the 3 places an option can be when you're either buying or selling, and that's in the money, at the money, and out of the money. The terminology we're going to dive into is really important because you need to understand, as far as the strategy, which one you're buying. There's a different strategy for buying in the money, there's a different strategy for buying at the money, and there's a different strategy for buying out of the money, as well as for selling in the money, selling at the money, and selling out of the money. Try saying that fast 3 times. So we're going to break down all 3 in this module. Now, the definition of an in-the-money call option is when the call option strike price is below the.
All right, so we're not going to go through the whole video, but we're going to walk you through all the definitions. But it's not just a definition, because somebody might say, well, I could Google the definitions or look them up. That's not what's important. What's important, though, is you understand the strategy, and that's what you're not going to get unless you're attached to someone who is strategically using in, at, out of the money, calls, puts, and then more importantly, know the scenarios in which you should use each one or all 3 or whatever combination. And then, like I said, we're going to walk you through the Greeks. We're going to walk you through all the bonus material, put options, everything. So it's all really broken down for you, and we don't leave you hanging. All right. Now let's go to advanced options. So this is for those people who are like, I want to do debit spreads, credit spreads, bull call spreads, bear put spreads, iron condors, straddles, strangles, butterflies. No problem. Piece of cake for us. We do. This is what we do. This is what we do. So let me drop into one module, and then you'll see underneath the module, then there's all the sub modules, right? The big picture, definition, combinations, bullish spreads part 2, bearish components. So let's go into advanced options, the big picture. You'll also see right down here below, Christmas came in January. You'll see you can leave a comment, ask a question about any of the modules here. So someone just said, so spreads, whatever the question may be. And then we typically will answer it in our Q&A, or we'll answer it below the video. So let's go ahead and play this one. Okay, so hey, welcome to Spreads, Advanced Options. That's what we're going to be talking about, is spreads throughout this entire course. And I just want to take a moment to frame what the entire training is about, what the entire concept is about. And so to do that, I want to ask you this question, or pose the question that you may be thinking: why learn spreads? Why learn advanced options? You've already taken foundation, so you learned how to read stock charts and determine the best time to buy or sell. And even if you didn't take foundations, maybe you got your foundational training from somewhere else. And if you've learned through me, then the next course was Options Explained, where you actually learn about calls and put options, and how to buy, how to sell options, how to sell options against stock that you own. And so now, why learn advanced options? So here's the deal. There's really only, in my opinion, or the way I like to explain it, 2 reasons. So this is one, but I want to also show you guys, how we walk through a component, just so you know, it's not just me talking on the screen, but let's walk through a full component here. Let's continue our learning with the bullish strategy part 2. This time we're looking at the bull put spread. Again, you're normally used to using put options to be bearish, but now you can actually use put options to be bullish, and I'm going to break that down here for you. So the bull put spread, which is our type 2 spread in the bullish category, you're going to actually be buying a put option, and then you're going to be selling a put option. Now note, you are always selling a closer to the money option from the one you purchased with respect to the bull put for yourself. You're selling. All right, so we're going to walk you through the template, everything, how to figure this out. I just jumped to it. It's going to look crazy for right now, but the whole video, we build upon filling out that whole platform. All right, so we really walk through everything, the master classes. For those who like Bollinger Bands, MACD, volatility squeezes, moving average master classes, there's so much in here. I'm not going to play all of those, but we break down all of the things that most people don't understand with respect to, understanding how to read the chart, understanding how to use options, understanding how to use advanced options, understanding how to use advanced technicals. And then we periodically update the course. So this is the current version, but we're getting ready to release soon here 2.0. It's going to be a new version of the options explained. As long as you're a paying member, you obviously get access to the new courses or anything like that we put out. All right. So that is from a course standpoint. By the way, I didn't even go into the bonus material, all the advanced options live Q&A. So we'll do a live Q&A for our members. This is a 2-hour live Q&A. We break down, we timestamp it so you can jump to wherever you want to go as far as a timestamp. The other thing is all the definitions and rules we put together in a nice, beautiful PDF for you to download, the definitions, the rules, the strategies, so that you don't forget when to use what. And then we break down all of the spreads and the trades into templates. So you can download each template and say, I want to do an iron condor, iron butterfly, straddle, strangle, whatever it is. It's going to be a PDF template for you to follow so that you technically can't mess it up. But unless you just don't know how to read, I'm just joking. But for real, that's the only way you're going to be able to really kind of mess that thing up. So everything is really laid out for you. All right. Now let's talk about the forum and some of the other benefits. So from an education standpoint, you're going to have all of the courses. So that's the courses. We're going to talk community. Then we're going to talk coaching. All right. So let's talk about the community aspect. From a community standpoint, you can click the button. You can introduce yourself. Michaela here on our team, she put together a little thing that tells you how to introduce yourself and et cetera. So you're not like, well, what do I say? You're going to click that. You can see someone just joined us Wednesday. Let's see, Andrew. Andrew, you're going to be live on our YouTube channel, even though you don't know it. He says, hi there, I'm from Saskatchewan, Canada. I've been interested in the stock market for a very long time, just never had the guts to dive into it. I've got a small amount of experience from doing a few trades a few years back. And then my team and other members will come in and welcome them to the team. You can see, this is a good way to say I'm from Canada too, or I live in New York 3, or whatever the case may be. I like this rookie grandpa. It's kind of funny. Oh, that's my man, Larry Draper. Larry was the one who we just did the testimonial from on our YouTube channel. If you haven't seen that, who grew his account to 6 figures. And then, again, other people can come in, welcome them, and say hello or whatever the case may be. So you have a community of people. So come in, introduce yourself. Now, if we scroll down here, this is kind of where things start to pick up and get interesting. All right. So if you're not in part of Elite, you won't see anything from Elite. That's an exclusive group of small group of people that I work with on a more intimate basis. But you'll have the general discussion forum. So if you got questions, somebody posted about the S&P being range bound. You see there's 30 replies in there. DocuSign, which was a stock we were all trading. Let's just click on it and just see what this conversation is about. So Gwen Porter says DocuSign is dropping terribly. Any insights to what's going on? I just chimed in and said, I like Docu right here, right now. Getting ready to post an update. And then you got the other members jumping in. Bought back the 230 call I sold, locked in, took some profits on that side. I might sell again when the stock goes back up. So glad I did December options. So there's a whole discussion. Alicia Lowe, who's been great. She's a lot of our members are great, but she's just one that also stands out. James does too. A lot of our members are super helpful in breaking down what they see in the trade. Then what most people don't know is you see these little blue icons. You can actually tag people or tag me or tag other members. So this is just full discussion, what options people are buying, what strategy they're doing. And that's what being on the inside gets you. People say, well, what am I paying for? I can Google this stuff. You're not paying for what you can Google. You're paying for real people, real traders with real money, looking for real stuff in real time and navigating the current market conditions. All right. So if I wanted to post something in the general forum, I could come in here. I just click start a new topic. I can say, thinking about buying AAPL or Apple, right? Now, the other thing you can do, or we encourage you to do, is add a tag. So AAPL, we tag stocks by ticker symbol so we can find it as a team. And you can say, hey, I'm looking at buying some Apple stock. Not sure if this level of support is going to hold, right? And then what we like to do is if you have a chart of Apple, here, let me see if I can find the chart real quick off screen. And you're going to look in your, so I'm just trying to find a quick image. I probably don't have a quick image. Maybe I should have created a quick one if I knew I was going to be doing this example. But that's okay. You can take a screenshot of your stock and then you'll post it in here. So instead of me showing you, you basically drag it and drop it here. What I'll do is I'll show you one that I posted. So if we go into like our bullish community forum, and 3 charts I like right here, right now. So this is one I posted for the members. And you can see where I post, the chart that we're looking at. I'll post, the analysis below it. And then you can come down here and you can see what the members are saying. We talk about, are they doing spreads, whatever the case may be. You kind of see all of the discussion that's going on. I mean, it's pages of this stuff that you can see that's going on. So I'm posting my thoughts. You're able to post what you're looking at. We're able to give each other feedback. And that's the power of community. Then we got our bearish forum. If there's things we're bearish about, we got our advanced option strategy forum. So that's where if we're doing spreads, iron condors, butterflies, anything like that, you're going to be able to post it right there. So really gonna helps you separate by category what you want to post. Okay, so that's part of the community. Now let me show you over here on the community. These are our upcoming events. So tonight we have our live group coaching session from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. If you click on that, it's going to take you to our calendar. Okay. And then you can click this and then you can register for the event. You can register for the live session. This past weekend, we just had our weekly live Q&A. Monthly live Q&A. And if you come down here to live Q&As, click on 2020. The most recent Q&A we just had. So we had a 1 hour Q&A on advanced option strategies. Then it'll be timestamped. And then the hour before that, we had our basic Q&A. And the reason we break it down into like a fundamental basic Q&A and a advanced Q&A is just so that if you're a new person and you want to ask like a newbie question, you don't feel like, man, everyone's asking all these advanced questions. I don't have a place to ask my beginner or basic question. So you can ask yours during the first hour, and then the second hour we dedicate to advanced. So let me just give you an example because we're all on camera having fun.
Recording here. So good morning.
So it's cool stuff.
Welcome. Wow, it's the last like trading week of the month because we go right into October. Let's see. The current, so if the like,
so let me see. I'm just skipping through it.
That could possibly move within that time frame that you have, or a $200 stock that's at the money but a close expiration date. Or
so let's give me 3 examples. That's going to be the best way for us to do it. So
okay.
Give me 3 examples.
So like it kind of came up with this week with Tesla.
Okay.
All right, so that's just an example of the live Q&A, and then let's go to the advanced Q&A. Pretty much going to be same thing. Probably some of the similar people, some new faces.
What?
Let me see.
Because if I'm a day trader and something moves 50 cents and it's a $2 stock, and it moves to 250 back to 250 back to 2. Well, if it's
so you kind of get an idea of the live Q&A Q&As that we do. I mean, there's a bunch of them. You can just check them out.
It's recording. We are live. Here, let me record there too. Okay, double recordings. Okay. Welcome, people. There may be some people who are on the beginner's call back, but this is the advanced hour. Now, every question doesn't necessarily have to be advanced, but I wanted to separate the beginner questions from the advanced, because some of the beginner questions you might be like, oh, I already know how to buy a call or a put. So that's why we broke them into 2 different calls. So let's go. Let's do it. Ground rules. If you have your camera on, please have your shirt on, no nakedness, no underwear, all that good stuff. Number 2, if you have the ability to unmute yourself, or we will unmute you.
All right, so those are just an example of how the live Q&A calls go. So you'll have access to the live Q&A calls. We put it on the calendar when we're hosting those. Like I said, we just had the last one for this month. We usually do them at the end of the last Saturday of the month. You can see off to the side, the most recent posts are over here. So Mo says, can I just register for trade alerts? We'll talk about that in a second, Mo. Just hang out. But that was a question that just came up. We'll talk about trade alerts. So make sure you watch the entire video because we're going to talk about all of that stuff too. So your recent posts, this is what I like to see. Somebody posted 4 hours. I'm still up in UPS. I was up like 34% at the close of Friday. So that's cool to see. Some of our members are up, and then that's probably a whole conversation. But you can see the most recent posts on the side here. You can see the most popular contributors off to the side here. And then you can see the most recent topics down here. And then you can also see who's online right now, or if you click see full list, it'll show you all the members that are online right now for whatever reason. Guess is probably some people right now watching and visiting our site, but you can't see anything because it's blocked out from guests. But there's probably some people coming to check us out as we're doing this live. So that's what this whole sidebar is about. Now, let's go to the weekly live Q&As. All right. So this is different from the monthly Q&As. I'm sorry. These are the live weekly 2-hour coaching calls. So out of respect for the members, I'm not going to do the most recent coaching calls. I'm going to go a month behind. Just because we're talking about real trades, real time, and it wouldn't be fair to those who are paying, but we'll come a month behind. We'll do the August 31st coaching call. So these are 2 hours long. They're time stamped. So if you want to go look at a specific stock during that specific time, you can. I'm just going to run just 2 minutes of the live Q&A, and then we'll move on.
Bam. Okay, we are recording everywhere. So what's up? What is up, everybody? Welcome to the party. It is a party indeed. So I got Kathleen hanging out with me tonight, regulating, moderating. Kathleen, say hello to the people.
What's up, everybody? Happy Monday.
Doku. And they beat earnings, which I totally expect them to do. This is a great time to be alive and be in the market and be ahead of the curve. When you tell people that you made an obscene amount of money during the pandemic, they won't believe you. They won't believe you. These are the moments that you're like, these are the moments, let's think about it this way. These are the moments that people get upset at the quote unquote rich because they like, I was struggling. How did you do $1 million during the pandemic? Right? And you're like, well, I was playing a different game than you, right? I didn't cheat. I didn't lie. I didn't steal because everybody thinks rich people are crooks. They're really not. They're just typically playing a different game than most people. Okay. And so for all of us who have been playing this game, Twilio has worked out. By the way, I closed out Twilio. Beyond Meat has popped, or it's trying to pop, but at least from when we first announced it, Netflix. Okay, we'll get into all of these. We'll get in. You should have closed out your Netflix by now, by the way. We'll get into all those, right? But man, for another 4 years, China sent this virus over here. We gonna make.
Okay, so what you also saw in the 2 hour coach. So someone says, how do you register for the 2 hour coach? And again, you're going to come up here to calendar, and then you're going to click on, like we had the live Q&A, you would click on that. Tonight's group coaching, you would click on group coaching, and then you click here to register. All right, so it's pretty straightforward. What you also saw in there was the trade tracker. So if we click this, so that URL will be changed for anyone who gets excited and wants to come copy the URL, but it'll be changed by the time this is over. But the trade tracker, we update this. This is how we break down the trades for members. Then we'll link it in the forum if there's something in the forum that we want to send you to discuss it. It's color coded. We'll tell you the analysis, whether we're bullish, bearish. We'll give you our comments where we think it can go. We'll also walk you through which option we're considering. Okay. And then any updates to the trade we'll put here. We used to update the percentage. We don't really update that as much anymore. So as you kind of can see, as we come down here to July, August, we'll look at the trade. We'll give you the analysis. We'll also put the pattern or that we're noticing. We'll look at the option that we're considering, etc. So you have access. Oh, I just closed the whole thing out. All right, let me reopen it. You'll have access to the trade tracker, which is what we just had up. So if you can't make it live or you're pressed for time and just want to know what we're looking at or what we're considering trading, you can just press the trade tracker. Okay. Is this good stuff, by the way? Let me know. Is this cool stuff? Because I know I'm just kind of going through my thing, showing you. I get pumped about this stuff because I love what we built. I love how we're helping people. And, who cares about the outside world, the noises, the naysayers? I know that we're helping people. We're changing lives. We're giving great education. And we're dedicated to continuing to improve the platform. But just so far, what you've seen, A, is it making sense? B, is it helpful? Let me know, just to get this inside look and to see how the videos work, the courses are structured, and all this stuff, right? So hopefully that's making sense. A lot of people saying pretty cool, good stuff. The only people who I show my success rate to, for those who ask, is those who are in the community. You can go through and you can add up all the greens and add up all the reds and see how successful we are. And you can do your own kind of win-loss ratio. Lawrence said it's a great community, proud to be a part of it. So cool. And also some other stuff. All right. The name is Power Trades University. That's our platform. We built out a custom platform. All right. So we put money into our own custom software, our own platform, making sure everything works. So there's a couple other things to show you about the platform. So we showed you the 2-hour coaching sessions. You can also go back and watch the old ones. We were doing something called hot seats. We also have some free charting software in here. And then in here, if something is happening during the market live, I'll come in here live and I'll live stream what I'm looking for or what I'm looking to do. And so one of the things we've been testing live streaming in here because we eventually want to we may be offering a day trading program where we can actually come in here live and day trade and live stream it for those who purchase or have access to our day trading course and our day trading subscription. So we're testing some stuff like that where we can go live and day trade. Or right now we just go live sometimes between 3 and 4 when we're getting ready to close out a trade or whatever the case may be with the market. Michaela, oh, you can't hear me because this is not our regular webinar, but we also have, I don't see it in here, but we also have our text alerts that's in beta mode. And so our text alerts is where we send out a text message to our members and say, hey, I like this trade right here, right now, or I like this stock. That is another feature that's in beta mode. We've been using it right now, but it's not an official part of the university. So which means it could go away or it could stay at any given moment. We don't include that currently in the pricing. It's just something that we're beta testing. And so current members get to be a part of some of the beta tests. Let's see. What else should I show you? Am I missing anything? We talked about the sidebar, the courses, introducing yourself, the forums. We talked about the live 2-hour replays, the trade tracker, the ability to tag members, the free charting software, the ability for us to go live inside the platform and let you know what we're trading. I mean, it's literally all here. You also can come up here and go up to newsfeed and say, has there any content that I haven't read today? And so you can say, what are other members talking about that I haven't looked at? You can filter and say, show me only items tagged with, like, let's say Apple. If you only want to see stuff that's related to Apple, you can say, only show me things that are in topics or events. Show me anything that I've posted. So anything that I've posted, let me see if I can read that. If there's any content from a specific member that you follow or want to see, you can say, hey, only show me, let me look up some content from that specific member. So, I mean, you can really customize your experience. Only show me stuff that was in the last 10 days. Show me stuff from newest to oldest first. Michaela says, show them the email alerts for content. Okay, so Michaela just messaged me. Yes, we'll open it up for some questions in a second. So let's just say you want to follow the bullish forum. So I can come in here into the bullish forum. I can say this topic on Twilio. I can click on that. And then I can come over here and I can follow it. So if I hit follow this content, you can say, send me an email anytime some new content from this is posted. And then they'll say, how often do you want? Do you want to email once per day, once per week? Or do you want no notifications at all or instantly? So you can also follow specific content. You can also follow specific people. So if I say Jason Brown, for example, well, you can see where people have tagged me, but you can search by phrase, but let's just say Jason Brown has posted something, which if I go into the bullish forum, you can click on 3 charts I like right now, for example, and you can click on me. And then you can also follow me. Like I'm already following I'm under a demo account right now, but you can follow me or you can unfollow me if for whatever reason you don't want to follow me. But you can follow me and just say, hey, I want to get notified anytime Jason posts something. Or you click on my profile. You'll see your profile image right here, your header image, kind of like a Facebook style. You'll see all the people that follow me or follow you. So kind of like your reputation for the forum. And then you can just see anything that I've posted. So if you just want to come look at all the stuff I've posted, you can just click on my profile and then you can see all the things that I've posted and you can just jump straight to it. So there's so many features in this forum and our software and the things that we created that I couldn't possibly go through it all. You can hit the bell for your notifications and then you can scroll through and see what notifications that you have. There's just so much cool stuff that you can do, from your profile, your attachments, all kind of stuff. I mean, there's so much stuff. So Michaela, I know my team is watching. If I forgot anything, just let me know. But this is probably a good time to open it up for questions. And what I would say to most people is, when you're on the outside, you're trying to figure this stuff out. You got conflicting views. You don't know who to trust. We're living and breathing the market every week, live for 2 hours throughout the week inside the forum. We're doing monthly live Q&As. You can also post your questions below the modules that you view. We got text alerts. We got the trade tracker. I mean, we got PDFs, cheat sheets, everything to really help you become successful. So it's really hard to fail. I mean, I guess the where you could fail at, it's pretty much not showing up. You're not showing up for the live sessions. You're not watching the replays. Everything is time stamped. If you only got a certain amount of time to jump through something. So everything is literally right there for you, right? So let's open it up for questions about the platform or possibly joining Power Trades University. Let's talk about it, because I love it. It's something that we live, eat, sleep, and breathe. So, of course, we're biased. We're fired up about it. But what questions do you have? All right. Wendell said, let me see here. Wendell said, that's what I needed, the day trade options. That's what I do now. Need your advice for knowledge. What do you think? I'm not sure what you're asking me. If you're asking me, what do I think about day trading? But any questions you got about Power Trades University, the platform, working with me, working with my team, the community experience, questions about that. We're not going to answer questions about specific stocks right now. Double R said, just want to say how much I really miss being in PTU class and everything that goes with it. Other members too. Great stuff in here. Good. DG says looks solid. It is solid. It's only going to get better. We're going to keep updating the platform, keep adding things, keep adding courses, and keep improving the experience. Quabina says fantastic community, great place to learn and grow, and continue. Johnny Owens says, been tracking you from the beginning. The evolution is awesome. Yeah, if you follow us back in the day, I mean, the platforms, the money that we invest in education, the courses, the recording materials, it only gets better. It doesn't get worse. American Vincent Carver says, yes, this is good stuff. I retired last month from a 9-to-5 and want to learn how to read stock charts, trade stocks and options, learn what and when to trade. I'm that person that understands just enough to be dangerous to myself. I need to change that. Let me put that back up there because that was long. I want to commit a year with you as my coach. I tried to do this a few years ago, but my time was divided. That is no longer the case. Purchase 2 of your courses, the stock market course and the options explain course. I'm ready to get started. I can private message you. Let's rock and roll. Let's get it going. American Vincent Carver. You can shoot our team an email at info@thebrownreport.com or support@Power Trades University, and let's get you back going. So let's see what other questions may have come in. Okay, Pastor Wendell says, I'm finding it hard to trade and teach middle school. How would you handle this? All right. So some of our trades, we got some trades that we're in right now that don't expire till January. So there's literally nothing for you to do for the next 3-4 months. So it's not about sitting in front of a computer all day. That's not what we do. It's not about day trading in, out, and you can't work your full-time job. It's about showing up from 8 to 10 for the 2-hour webinar, understanding what we're looking at, what we're thinking about trading, and then we put the trade on and then we let the trade work. We don't come in and manage it or edit it every single day. So if you're finding it hard to trade and be a middle school teacher, you're probably doing too much trading. We only need 1 or 2 good trades and then let them sit and let it make money for you and then close it out and let's look for our next 1 or 2 trades. So if you got a job and you're finding it hard to trade or invest, you're probably doing too much, because if you set up your alerts and you're giving yourself 2 to 3 months out like we like to do with most of our trades, then you should be able to go on and live the rest of your life. And that's what this is about. This is not about being chained to a computer now so you can trade all day long. That's not what this is about. So you're probably doing too much. You're in and out of stuff all day long, panicking, and you don't have the right game plan set up. That's my guess. Leslie said, just tuned in. How much is the course? Leslie, the different programs, you can just go, and this is for everybody, I guess. You can just visit Power Trades University. I can't even spell my own. University.com. Boop, boop. Just go here. Just go to the website, powertradesuniversity.com. It's going to give you everything you need to know about the platform, what's included. It's taking a minute for the internet to pull it up. So once that pulls up, you'll see it. But that is for you, Leslie. It'll pull up right there. And then you can kind of come see what's all included: the courses, the coaching, the community, why this is the missing link, all the courses that are involved. I'm scrolling through this pretty fast. The advanced options course, the foundations, the master classes. You can click here to see what the memberships like, the free, all this stuff. It'll walk you through real time what's included. I just wanted to give you, you can watch the testimonial video, which we'll play at the end too, but you can go to Power Trades University and check out everything that's included. After one joins, are there additionals in the platforms, or do you have access to everything? You got access to everything that I showed you. I didn't show you Elite because you don't have access to Elite. That's my high ticket, high coaching program. It's a 6-month, more intimate, more hands-on coaching program. But everything we showed you, for the most part, you have, not for the most part, you have access to. You obviously don't have access to, if we're going to create a new course or do something different that's not part of the program, you obviously don't have access to that because we haven't created it or decided if it's going to be part of the original program or something else. But everything we showed you, you get access to. So you don't buy it and then there's like a one-click upsell, or, you know, you join, but to get text alerts is going to be this price. At least not, you know, right now. Like I said, that some of that stuff is beta. Current members are part of the beta. So everything I showed you is what you get access to. Okay. We Built America. I'm trying to quit my job and need to replace my income of $360 a day. Would the course tell me everything I need to know? The course is going to give you all the tools, right? You still have to execute, right? You also have to, there's a whole other side to quitting your job, which maybe we'll do a course in here just on financial literacy, but there's things you got to consider before you quit your job. And I can share with people how I quit mine and how I prepared for that and how I live currently, by paying off all my debt and living. I said it in the podcast, where I live 1 year forward and I spend 1 year behind, right? So I make sure I have enough money for the bills all the way out to next year. And then I spend last year's money, right? Which is kind of how I live when you're full time and doing your own thing. So something to think about. A lot of people asking about leaving their full-time job. Conflicted about leaving my job and becoming a full-time trader. You shouldn't be conflicted about it. Don't do it. You should not become a full-time trader if you haven't satisfied your debts, right? You're not cash flow positive, unless you got, a nice amount in your bank account and you are consistent at making money from the stock market, I would never advise anyone to just quit my job and do this full time. I think that would be financial suicide. And you're going to put so much stress on the stock market because, like I said before, the stock market doesn't care that your bills are due next week. The trade might not happen for another 3 months, 2 months. They don't care that your bills are due. So you're going to come put the pressure on the stock market, and the stock market doesn't care that your bills are due. So if you're conflicted about leaving your job, you probably shouldn't leave your job. When I left my job, there was no conflict. I had a ton of money. I paid all my debts, and I said it just makes sense for me to do this full time. Plus, I had business income, YouTube income, other income. So if you're conflicted, it's because you haven't set up a solid financial plan that's designed for you to leave your job. So don't leave your job, right? DG says, is this a beginner option trading system? We go from beginner all the way to advanced. So I showed you, we break down the beginner basics of the stock market. We take you through reading stock charts, fundamental research up to options explained, up to advanced options, all the way through to master classes. So you have access to the entire suite to go from beginner to potentially a master. So it's designed to go from know nothing about the market all the way up to I want to be a master. Okay. Khalil says, what's the best course to enroll in if you have limited funds due to the pandemic? If you got limited funds due to the pandemic, the best thing to do is start off with the foundations course. You need to know how to read stock charts, how to determine when to buy, when to sell, the best times to get in and get out. So the foundations course right here, or if you're looking at it from this page, that's going to be the most important thing to start with, the foundations of stock trading course. And you can do self-study, right? Membership or self-study. So if you just want the foundations course, that's going to break down everything you need as a beginner to get started in the market. All right. Can Elite be purchased? Elite is invite only. So it's not even about if you have the money. It's about, do our personalities mesh well together? Do I see myself working with you on a more intimate level? There's a whole application process you have to fill out. There's an interview process where we talk about your goals, what you're trying to accomplish. And then we make a determination. And then we also have to think about the other members in Elite. Are you a good fit to be with the other members based on, your personality? Sometimes depending on how much how big your bank account is, because in Elite, sometimes there's trades where we're talking about $50,000, $100,000, $25,000. If you're like, I only have 5,000, well, you wouldn't get an Elite if you only have $5,000 in your account. But depending on the trades, we just like to make sure it's a good fit. So it's not a I can pay to join. We have to make sure you're a good fit for it. Roger Ravel says, can you show us how to submit an order for a long-term trade? We walk you through all that inside the course. So we have a module that says how to submit the entry through your broker. We walk you through buying the open, selling the close, limit order, all that stuff. We walk you through inside the course. DG said, understanding what strategies make us an advanced trader. If you want to be an advanced trader, you need to understand advanced options. You need to understand spreads, straddles, strangles. Those are the things that make you an advanced trader. How to do scans and look for certain setups. So those are the things that would probably make you an advanced trader. Thanks for your question. I've been using Thinkorswim and ready to get some positive trades before I go live. Ready to go live soon. Cool. Johnny says, is PTU mobile friendly? So yes, our platform works. Let me see if I can pull it up on my mobile phone. So we have the mobile version works. It works on an iPad and it works on a desktop. So yes, everything is mobile friendly. I'm going to see if I can pull it up. I don't know if I can put my phone up to the screen and it'll make sense, but I'm going to try it here. But yes, it's mobile friendly.
Gotta wait for this to focus. Right, so yes, the answer is yes. It's mobile friendly. It works the same as it does on a desktop. So absolutely. Callie said, is Q&A available with the foundations course? No. If you just buy a course only, there's no coaching. There is no Q&A. That's why it's called self-study. It just means you want to go through it yourself. Now, you still can post questions below the module though. So don't forget that. Don't confuse that. So like if you're reading a module and you just didn't understand something with respect to that module, you can still post a question below the module, right? So like Michaela came in and answered Robert Davis's question. So it may not necessarily be me, it might be somebody from my team. So Michaela came in and answered Robert's question. So yeah, you absolutely can ask a question below the module. All right. Um, you guys are funny saying you're trying to leave your job and leave corporate America. So here's the thing. I want to play this video for you, and then we're going to wrap up here. So let me play this video for you. Once again, a couple other things before we wrap up and play the video, guys. If you got a question from my team, you can always shoot us a text. That's our team text number. I get it. My team also sees it as well. We'll do our best to get back to you. Sometimes we get a ton of texts, so it might be a few before we get back to you. You can also shoot us an email, support@PowerTrades University. You can shoot us an email. You can also go to the powertradesuniversity.com site, and there's a chat box usually at the bottom. You can start a chat with someone on my team. So there's so many ways that you can get in touch with us. Our phone number, if you want to call us, is also on the bottom of the page. Sometimes if we can't get to the phone, just leave us a message. We'll give you a call back. We want you to feel comfortable about your purchase, about your decision to invest in you. You're investing in us, and we don't take that lightly, but you're investing in you because we're already doing this. Other people, hundreds of other people are already in the forum, getting their trades, making their percentage. We're already doing this, but we want you to feel comfortable about investing in you. So I'm going to spin this last video. If there's any questions we didn't answer, you can always pop it below the comment section on YouTube or Facebook, and then we'll get ready to wrap up. So here, let me run this video and then we'll end it here.
Hello, my name is Kevin Tucker, and I just want to share and talk about the knowledge I have gained about the stock market thanks to Jason Brown at Power Trades University.
So my name is Bruce, and I am a student at Power Trade University.
Power Trades University.
Power Trades University.
Power Trade University.
And I am a Power Trades University member.
I started my journey with Power Trades University in January 2017 to learn about the stock markets and option trading.
A couple of years ago, I started to buy stock here and there without really knowing what I was doing, of course with very mixed success. A few months ago, I decided I wanted to learn more about stock trades, and looking on internet, I came across the introduction video of Power Trades University. Now this opened a totally new world for me.
About 2015, I was looking for something else to help supplement my income. Like all of us, we have 1-2 jobs, we have kids, but it just wasn't enough. And I was just looking for something to help me with some financial freedom. I tried real estate, looking into that. I was thinking about stocks and investments, but I really didn't know how to get into it.
I read several books before joining the community, but once I completed the online learning courses, then I started to understand how it works. What I like mostly about Jason Brown's style of coaching is that he teaches the students how to think through trades.
Jason Brown's program has really enhanced my learning of stocks and trading, and I've learned so many different strategies. I've only been part of the university for a couple of months, so I'm still going through some of the modules, but they have been really helpful. They are easy to understand. I love being part of the forum. Jason chimes in and provides some really excellent information and his knowledge.
It has provided me an extensive toolkit to actually use in trading, not just from trading in the current market where it's all choppy, but trading in the market is good or if it's bad or if it's sideways.
The group coaching and the courses has been a life changer for me.
I was watching my 401k and IRA money going up and down and me not having a whole lot of control over it. So I wanted to figure out what was going on inside of all of those types of trades and maybe take a little bit more control myself and be able to hedge against the risk I was taking. So I went through his foundations course and he explained everything so well in such a simple manner that I kept going through his options explained and his advanced options courses. And I'm even looking at some of his master's courses, and he does it in such a manner that it's easy to understand.
And I'm just so amazed that, like, I knew nothing, and now I'm just so confident.
It's probably the best choice I've made for a long time. I learned that with a clear strategy in approaching stock trade as a risk manager, I can be much more successful in making money.
Just last month, I executed my first trade, and I just closed that out and earned $700. So I'm really excited.
All the courses are worth it. I'm happy that I joined. My knowledge of the stock market is growing every year.
If you hear anybody talk about the Brown Report or Power Trade University and it doesn't work, I promise you, they did not apply the principles and the strategies that Jason Brown has taught. I promise you that.
I've recommended Power Trade University to a lot of friends and family members because it is bar none, the best trader coach that I've seen so far and I've used. So shout out to Power Trade University.
Thank you, Power Trade.
Thank you, Power Trade University.
Thanks so much, Jason.
Thank you so much, Jason Brown. Join the course. If you want to learn from someone who teaches you from beginning, middle to end, this is the one for you.